Alright, so yesterday the homie Pacheco came through again. Let me give you guys a quick walk around. So we got the Hooker Black Art headers, Excel ceramic plugs, stock coils, ICT billet, full Holley harness. We have our mass air temperature sensor. We're gonna try and flip this to this side today. Custom painted truck intake manifold, shaved down. Same thing with the valve covers to match. Holley fuel rails. We have our fuel pressure sensor that's going to be coming in. Full throttle battery. This is just a Amazon overflow catch can. Firewall cover, got off eBay. Amazon catch can until we can buy a Motion Raceworks one. We drilled and tapped our steam line to go to the suction side. On the inside, we have our Holley gas gauge, Holley trans temp, Terminator X. We have our ratchet shifter, first, second, third, drive, neutral. Then we got a reverse lockout. Let me put this back in park. All right, you guys, so Pacheco left. We got one of the headers wrapped. We just got a bunch of small stuff bundled up. Got the seat put back in. I got the ender fenders trimmed for the long tubes on this side. That side doesn't need any trimming. You just have to wiggle it into place. So we got the bottom side scrubbed down, cleaned, wire wheeled. Go ahead and put some undercoating. I put about 3 coats. I go side to side, up and down, and then to get that last even coat, just like that on both sides. That way you don't get no lines. Here's this side dried. All right, so we got one header in. We got a couple scratches that we will hit with some touch-up. Header wrap done. We have the intake in with our aluminum bracket and the rib nut that we made, which went through a stock existing hole. Our intake down here at the bottom. Mass intake air temperature sensor, manifold air tap sensor. It's good. We got our low dollar motorsports fuel in. We'll go ahead and tighten that up. All right, you guys, so we got some Caltrax here. These are the low pro. Part number is right here, 370182 to 2004. Give you a booklet, which I believe installation guide, a couple stickers. The part that we're looking for now is going to be the bushings. They got the solid fronts and I believe maybe solid rears and the pin insert for the center. So we'll go ahead and read the instructions real quick. We don't want to get anything wrong. Give you some grease. I already got these cleaned up with a wire wheel, still a little bit of rust, but we plan on upgrading to the Calvert split mono leaf springs later on, so these will do just fine for now. Excuse me for the cracked out hair, we're just off of work, but same thing, we are using the skillet for the leaf springs. This stuff covers pretty fast. Alright, what's cracking, you guys? So we're gonna get back to working on the red truck. Like I said, we got the Caltrax in. We got the leaf springs, solid bushings in. We got the bars right here. So we're gonna go underneath the truck. We have it jacked up on the front on wheel stands. We'll jack up the front, lower, take off the U-bolts. We'll break the bolt off on the front, crack the bolt off on the back. And then I gotta go to store, grab new bolts for the U-bolt to pitch together. Pacheco's gonna come. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna clamp down the new leaf springs. In the front here, you can see it has this existing one, but we're gonna have to remove that. So we'll probably have to buy some type of a U-bolt clamp. We'll get the Caltrax put in and we'll show you guys all that. All right, you guys, we just got back from the store. Went ahead and picked up some bolts. So if you guys aren't aware, on the front frame rail, the gas tank is close to the leaf spring. You can see this side sticking out. I had a little issue doing it by myself. So on the gas tank one, down here, see the U-bolt comes out on the side and that interferes. I just push it all the way through, cut it with the Sawzall, and then it bends. That slides right out. Waiting for Pacheco. The front aluminum ones are pushed in. The back ones are waiting for Pacheco. He's gonna bring the press. We're gonna press these in. But for the front ones, we picked up 2 new bolts. Believe these are 4.5, and these are 5 or 4 3/4 and 5, but 4.5, 5 inches. And we just moved it over again even more. We're pushing on it. It's on the jack. We'll push the truck back this way. But we got 2 new bolts. We got some lock washers, 2 new nuts, and then we'll go ahead and put 2 washers on this side and 2 washers on this side. This will space it out, whatever this is. But we're gonna run the bolts from the outside inwards. That way, if we need to take it off, the bolt can come outwards. I'm gonna show you guys how to get your rear bushing in. If you use your stock ones, obviously you leave them there. But if you're gonna take these out, you might as well replace them. It's not that hard. In order to remove these, a lot of people would drill this out. So you can take a drill these out. But what I like to do is on this little slot right here, I will take a Sawzall and pretty much cut all the way through this side, all the way through this side, until you hit the bottom side. And I cut through. It will probably leave a little gouge, but if you can get to the point where you can smash this on both sides, flip it over and you can tap it out with a hammer. But to get this in, you can use grease, but I don't feel like cleaning it up. So this. You will get to a point where you bottom out, where this will sit flush and you can no longer tap it in. If you have 2 blocks or 2 metal plates or something that you can put one on this side and one on this side, you can finish tapping this in, but we will use the vise. So we have the U-bolts placed back on with the block, as well as the Caltrax. So we threaded both heim joints all the way in. The front one is backed out 3 turns after fully locked in. Same thing with the back. We'll push the bolt, we'll drop the truck down, and then we will set the load on this front bar, which presses down on the spring.
Kick up, flip, shit, hop, keep it moving. Hip hop, you can't stop this type of movement. I'm a storyteller, so let me get right into it. I'm about this